What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another episode of Gag with Geach. And the dating scene is crazy out here, and a lot of people want love, and some people feel like they over, and some people feel like what's going on with dating in 2025. So let's get into these clips and see how everybody's feeling.
Personally want to thank the men that still do the cold approach. They still come up to you, introduce themselves, and in a kind, respectful way shoot their shot. Because I'm telling you, that is not easy. Some girls are just horrifying. And I'm a girl myself, so I can say this and not be attacked for it. But genuinely, some girls are terrifying. Because you could even throw a compliment at another girl, and they could give you the meanest, darkest look that you have ever experienced in your entire life. They look at you like scum, and they can't even take a compliment. There was one time that I went up to this girl because she was stunning. And I just was like, okay, she has to know. She goes, got it going on. She has a cute fit on. Of course, I want to go hype her up. So I walked up to her and I was like, hey girl, I just wanted to say I love your outfit. You look so beautiful. And the reaction I got, it was the slow head turn and the thanks. Yeah. So, men, I get it. Okay? It made me feel horrible. And I was like, wait, why do I feel bad? I was just hyping my girl up. And I'm not saying that all girls are like this because, yeah, there's going to be shitty people and then there's going to be amazing people that are going to be kind. And if they don't even want you, they'll let you down in a kind, respectful way. But it's scary because when you get looked at like you have done something that has assaulted them, even though you were being vulnerable, it's it's not a nice feeling. It genuinely is not a nice feeling. And I get it. I get it why y'all are hesitant. But I just want to say I appreciate the ones that still do it. I appreciate you.
Hot take, but I do fear that online dating has just completely ruined everything. And I actually do have a question for the men out there who are single.
Now, I agree with her with that. This online dating stuff, not even just online dating, just social media in general. I feel like social media has definitely put a damper in the dating scene or just dating in general. A lot of people don't really want love these days to genuinely have love. I feel like a lot of people just want the aesthetic of love. So, because they want to take cute pictures and go on like nice dates and stuff, all to get content. It's love. They done turn love into getting content now. So yeah, I kind of agree with her on that one.
And use online dating apps. Do you feel that online dating has made it harder for you to approach a woman in person? Um, I even feel the same way. Like, I feel like online dating has made it hard for me to want to approach a man in person. And I feel like it's just that fear of rejection. And like, I never want to approach a man that's in a relationship. How awkward would that be? And vice versa, I'm sure. But I think it's so crazy. And if you've been here for any amount of time, you know I'm watching Sex and the City for the very first time. And these girls, they don't have a care in the world. They go up to any man and they approach them. And I'm like, I could never. I could never. And, that might be my bad. And
I do think there are people like that that would just walk up to anybody and approach them, but like she said, she's watching Sex in the City. That is a scripted television series, so don't y'all can't be comparing what you see on TV to your real life reality. Like, just don't do that. It's not realistic. A lot of that stuff is not realistic. It's scripted, so don't get caught up in that, y'all.
let me just give you an example. I was grabbing coffee with my girlfriend this morning, and there was a very attractive man that, I was like, oh my gosh, bestie, like, I'm into him. He's really cute. So I smiled at him, and he smiled back. And it seemed that we were both kind of giving each other like the okay to approach one another, but neither of us approached each other. So I've just been thinking about that all day because I'm sitting here like, what do I need to do? The dating apps are definitely not working. And I tend to hermit and like to be in my apartment. But when I do go out and I see someone that I'm interested in, I don't know how to go about it. And I think that the online dating scene has just tainted my view of how to approach someone in the wild, if you will. But I'm curious to know if anyone else feels this way because dating in this day and age is so hard.
Listen, I believe in shooting your shot. My mom and my dad and them, they always told me a person could either say two things. They can either say yes or they can say no. You're not gonna be everybody's type, but you will never know if you don't shoot your shot. It's like that old cliche say, you miss 100% of the shot you don't take. So still take your shot. It could be something as simple as walking up to somebody and just compliment something they got on, or you know, small details. Pick out the small details, or just being out at the bar or something. Oh, what is that you drinking? Just start a little conversation with people, even if it doesn't go anywhere romantically. That would get you into talking to people, because I do feel like with social media and people want to send texts all day and communicate through social media. That's not how you get to know somebody. I tell, even with new friendships that I build, I tell them like, I can't get to know somebody through a text message. We're gonna have to hang out and talk, or have some phone conversations. But the texting thing, that ain't gonna work over here. So what you gonna do? So I think just y'all just got, when you like go out into the wild, like she said, just have that confidence. Just go approach people. Some people need a little bit of alcohol in their system to loosen them up so that they can go approach people. But whatever it takes, I'm not telling you to go drink and get drunk. But if you just need a little sip of something to loosen you up and get you to go talk to somebody, because that's out of your out of your out of your norm, then go ahead and do that. But definitely can't be scared once you get out there in the wild. It's either you gonna shoot your shot, or you not gonna even go to the free throw line at all. So choice is yours. Like I said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
So hard. But let me know who's in this with me, because
I'm gonna be real. Dating in your early 20s is one of the hardest things you can do right now. Like, the dating scene is absolutely cooked, and it's been cooked for quite some time now. And I've really narrowed it down to like the categories, at least for like being in your like 20s to 30s range. You got the fresh out of college 22-year-old doing whatever the fuck, and then you got the well-established, like you're established in your like late 20s, early 30s. The guys that are in the category of the 20, like early 20s, most of them just want to go out and party, fucking just go fuck a bunch of random bitches. And the chicks will do that. They'll go out, they'll party, fucking do whatever. And then those chicks that go out fucking every weekend, they're looking for the well-established guy. They're looking for the guy that's in his late 20s, early 30s, has money because he's fucking older. Unless you're a guy with daddy's credit card, you can't compete with that. And a subcategory of the early 20s is the guy or the girl that doesn't go out, sticks to themselves, working on their business, doing whatever. They're trying to be that well-established guy in their 30s. And there's really no dating market for those guys, because no one really wants to wait around and just kind of build something together anymore. Everyone's just chasing that high. They're just like, oh, well, this is boring. I'm going to go fucking find something new. The grass is greener somewhere else. And it's just a constant cycle of just bullshit. And I think social media has like a crazy part in this, because everyone sees everyone on social media. You're like, oh, well, this chick's hotter than this chick I'm seeing. I'm going to go get with her. Like, the grass isn't greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. And people just don't, I think they realize it, but they just don't want to stick through. Like, they just don't want to stick it through, because it's hard to work through problems. And people like in my generation, fucking, I don't even know what generation I am, Gen Z, they just want instant gratification. And obviously not everyone is like the categories I mentioned. There's good guys and good girls out there. It's just really hard to fucking find in the market right now. But I think the whole dating market needs to fucking collapse like the stock market, and we just start from new, because it's about to implode. Like, it's coming. I feel it. Pause.
Social media.
I think he dropped a little gem. He said the grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it at. So, that's a good life lesson. Like I said, them old cliches, they become coming in handy. He definitely, said something with that one. So, if you're already in the situation already and you're dating or you're in a relationship, don't be jealous of nobody that's single, because these people in these clips, they telling y'all what it's like out here. Go ahead and if you're in a good relationship, if you got a good thing going on. If you're in a toxic relationship, go ahead and get on up out of there. Take you some time to yourself and heal properly. But it's definitely, the grass is definitely not greener on the other side.
Dating apps have ruined this entire generation because everybody is under the illusion that there's limitless options out there. On one side, you have girls with 500 plus likes on Hinge, 300 DMs to go through, 86 unread text messages, offers to be flown out to LA for something, go on a 100-foot yacht in Miami, go to a really fancy dinner in Tampa. And on the other side, you have guys that are sending out 50 likes a day on dating apps, following a new girl every day on social media, sending DMs, texting people, Snapchatting people. It's this merry-go-round of dating and people talking to each other. Even if a date goes well, a girl can be like, wow, that guy was sweet, that dinner was amazing. Oh, but this one guy who just slid in my DMs is a little bit more attractive. He's got more clout. He looks more successful. Even though that date with that guy was great tonight, I'm going to ghost him. On the flip side, a guy can go, wow, I had a great date with that girl tonight. I'm glad I went. But this one girl I just matched with on Hinge is just my type. Let me ghost that girl that I just had a great date with. Think about 30 years ago when nobody had phones, nobody had social media. If you went on a really good date and you got home that night, you're spending the rest of the night thinking about that person. Nowadays, you go on a really good date, you come home, you scroll social media, oh, that girl's hot, ooh, new Hinge match, ooh, that guy's attractive, look at this DM. All of a sudden, the date that you went on that was really good, that you would love to follow up with, is no longer relevant and you're on to the next one. And then we have the talking phase, which is something completely made up by our generation, where you could be texting somebody every day, you could be going on dates with them, you could be FaceTiming them at night, and then all of a sudden they hit you with, I'm actually talking to somebody else, you've been great, but thank you, gotta go. 30 years ago, before phones and social media, you would not have the physical ability to lead somebody on and then go, hey, I'm actually talking to somebody else who I'm not even dating, but I can't talk to you anymore, so I got a blast. Oh my God, there are so many things wrong with dating nowadays and social media and the way that our culture works. It's insane to think about.
What he said was absolutely true. I definitely feel like social media has given everybody a false sense of reality. Everybody a false sense of reality. And you know, like you were saying, you go on a date with somebody, you have a good time on that date. Back in the day before all the cell phones and everything was, you know, you already planning the next one. If it went really well, you know, back then they used to plan their whole life with that person. They had a good time, right? Which that was a little silly too. But now it's like you go on a date, you get back home, you back on the app. It's like, okay, that was good, but what's next? Always looking for, you know, something better, the next best thing. And sometimes it's not going to be a next best thing. It's just a continuous cycle. So I feel like if you have a good date with somebody, you know, go on multiple dates with that person. See if you can actually make it somewhere with that person. But all this false sense of reality, we all think we got a whole bunch of options that we really don't have. You know, due to social media, I think it's going to keep a lot of people single. You don't have as many options as you think you have. So if you really want love and really want to be with somebody, I'm not telling you just date one person at a time, but if you had a good date with somebody, don't just write them off completely because you're trying to chase the next best thing. Actually stop and see where it can go with that person. And if you did all you could do on your part and then they end up ghosting you, then you can move on knowing, listen, I tried, I reached out, I did everything I could do possibly on my side, and it didn't go anywhere, and then you can move on and knowing that you tried. So like I said, if you want love, it's out there for everybody. I do believe that. So
Dating in this generation is actually just a game show at this point. It's literally survival of the fittest, I swear to God. Because by the time you figured out the rules of the game, you're already out. So it's actually just who's the most clever at figuring out the rules of the game first and praying that another girl doesn't kick you out. Because I'm not wrong. You can't tell me I'm not wrong.
One of the scariest things you can do is date in this generation. Bro, it's like I'm really hitting the point where like love, real love, is dead. Dead, bro. I'm with my boys, right? And we were just meeting new people, making friends and stuff, right? We were with these group of girls. And when I tell you what I heard and what I saw with my own two eyes, that moment, I was like, I am never dating anyone again. All talking, we're all getting to know each other, right? And then one of the girls out of this group that we just met gets a phone call. And she looks at us, bro, and she goes, y'all want to see something funny? Watch this. Her boyfriend was calling and she put him on speakerphone and they're talking and he's like, why are you not answering my calls? Like, you told me you were going to be home an hour ago, all this stuff. And she's like, babe, like me and my friends, like we're chilling, like don't worry about us. And the guy goes, respectfully, he goes, hanging out with any guys. She goes, no, it's just me and my two girls. You are the reason. You are the reason I'm not gonna date. You are the reason that dating is dead in this society. Is loyalty that scarce? You not only lie to him, but make him look stupid at the same time. I would have found his social media on the spot. I would have been like, yo, bro, DTB, man. DTB. You're a king. Go do something better with your life.
You know what? Let me come back on the screen here. He is absolutely right as well. Because if you already got something good, why would you play with that person? And see, I believe when he told that girl basically, you are exactly what you complain about. I feel like a lot of people are like that. When it comes to dating, a lot of people saying, oh, I can never find love. Oh, they play too many games and all that. You are exactly what you complain about. You are part of the problem. So maybe sometimes you have to check yourself at the door and, see what drama and baggage that you may be bringing, and because it may be a self-inflicted wound. But anyway, that's all I got for today's episode, y'all. Check out part 1 of this video if you would like to. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like to. And also drop me some comments. How do you feel about the dating world? Are you over dating? Are you happily in a relationship and don't want to go back into the wild world of dating? Or are you just single and chilling and don't even care about that and don't want to deal with that? But y'all drop me some comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next video.